Hello and welcome to the Engine Room on Bomber TV, proudly brought to you by True Value Solar. This week we've got Macca and Goody joining us on the rotating bench, and we're coming to you from inside the inner sanctum here at Windy Hill, the Players Auditorium. Boys, obviously the result on the weekend wasn't quite what we wanted, but a good performance nonetheless. How have the boys pulled up since, and how's their mental state heading into this week?
Well, we just recovered as normal and reviewed as normal. That's really important. We did a lot right in the game to get in a winning position, and then we did some things not so well to allow Sydney to get back into the game. They worked extremely hard as a footy club to get back into the contest, and then it basically could have gone either way at the end. We all know that, but their psyche and belief, we're of the opinion that if we prepare the same way every week, irrespective of who we're playing, and maintain our respect for the game and our respect for the opposition and train well and keep working on the little areas that will keep bobbing up with a youngish team, that'll take us where we want to take. But we're looking forward to playing again this week and looking forward to continue to develop how we want to play as a footy club.
Doesn't get any easier, does it, Goody? Obviously we've got the Saints this weekend. How have the boys responded, do you think, to the loss?
Oh, look, I think they've embraced the fact that they've got plenty to learn still. I think that any young group, whether it's a win or a loss, you can still learn a lot from both results, and no doubt when you lose, you certainly, as a group, you want to respond, and certainly from the training that we've done so far this week, the boys seem switched on and keen to redeem themselves this week.
An unlucky break for Dave Myers, obviously, after a great pre-season. He's a big loss, but it's also another opportunity now for someone else to come in. Who are some likely inclusions or possible candidates to take his position?
You're right on David. He's starting to deliver on the potential he's shown. He's a tremendous worker and really professional in how he goes about his game, and he was just starting to show some great signs, wasn't he? Right. But we haven't sat down and formally selected a side yet, but the magnets will just appear. It always does. Someone goes out and then you're anxious for a day or two and you think, well, gee, who are we going to replace them with? And then you start putting tags up on the board and you think, well, this is the 6 defenders we've got, so let's go with that. And it might mean a midfielder going back to spend some time, or whether we bring someone in, and that we'll know more in the next few days.
A lot of talk about Michael Hibberd from Bomber fans, both on the on the social platform, but also online on the Essendon website. Can you give us an update on where he's at, and is he a chance to fill that spot?
Look, he's probably still another week or two away. He had a little setback with his quad, so there's no doubt that he's doing a fair bit of the training, but we've just got to get him up to the level where he can play AFL footy, VFL footy at a consistent level first. So he's not too far away. We're hoping that'll be within the next week or two.
And another question on the social media channels, this one from Humble Minion. Any word on Alex Brown? He's not playing at the moment and he doesn't seem to be on any injury lists. How's he going?
He's not on the injury list?
No.
Okay. It's a very good observation by...
That's...
Greg?
Humble Minion. Yeah, Greg.
Yeah, Greg. It's a good observation, Greg. He's had some groin troubles, which is not unusual in some young players, is it? And when they come into AFL footy, often the workload's too great for them. We're managing him. He's getting almost ready to play again, but it's been one of those issues where if we push too hard, it'll set him back. If we don't do enough, it'll also set him back. So getting the balance of how much work to do with him and how quickly to push him along has been a little bit of a challenge, but he's getting closer, and we certainly looking forward to having him back out there. He showed some real attributes in the NAB Cup, and we know that they learn a lot more when they're actually training and playing, but his body's coming to grips with just operating at a much higher intensity, and we're confident we'll get him through it and we'll have a good player at the end of it.
Another one that a lot of the fans are talking about is Scotty Gumbleton. Obviously the Bendigo Bombers didn't have a great result on the weekend, but he had, I think, 7 scoring shots possibly, back into some form. How's he tracking along?
Yeah, look, I guess probably better for you, Macca, to talk about Scotty down your end, but from my perspective, he's had 3 weeks back now of actual games, so he's starting to get some match fitness, which we've been looking for from Scotty. I think, to be fair to Scotty, had sort of interruptions throughout pre-season, so to get him through a month of footy, he's now starting to develop into a player that we're looking for, and he continues to do a lot of work, not only on the training track, but behind closed doors with some of his craft and his technique, and he's getting a lot better in that area. So we're certainly seeing some of that come out in his games, and he's not too far away.
You answered it well, mate.
Wrapped it all up there. Boys, well, thanks for that. That wraps up the show for this week, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we can get a win on Sunday night.
Thanks, Justin.